Baby Reindeer, I thought you wanted to hang me curtains. You said you'd put it in me. Welcome back to After Hours. Baby Reindeer, a new series on Netflix, creeped up into our lives, and my God, was it an experience. 8.0 out of 10 on IMDb. Pretty interesting. It's a story that follows the writer and performer Richard Gadd's warped relationship with a female stalker, and the impact that it has on him as he's ultimately forced to face a deep, dark, buried trauma. It was pretty captivating, the first 2 episodes. Before we get into it, it is written, produced, and starred by Richard Gadd. So these are his own experiences in life, true story. And then he's also producing the show, acting in it. Pretty incredible story. In fact, I wonder, he's been in a couple other things. Sex Education, Wedding Season, not a ton though. Crazy. And I will say the Jessica Gunning, who plays Martha Scott, by far my favorite character in the show. I mean, a spectacular performance of just someone who is kind of off the rocker, a little lonely, probably some trauma as well as a kid. The way the show starts, it's 7 episodes. It starts off, Richard's working at a bar, and Martha walks in, sits down. She can't afford anything. She's broke, but meanwhile, she's saying that she's in law and knows all these crazy famous people, so it doesn't really add up, like what her story is. Richard ends up giving her a Diet Coke on the house, and in that moment, you could see it in Martha's eyes. She was like, I'm in. I'm interested. The story kind of plays out that way, where it just shows like how crazy she is, what she starts to. She starts emailing him all the time, hundreds of emails a day. Really wild story. You get to kind of see in the background, a lot more of the background of Richard's life. So what I think the show is trying to depict was how it all played out, why he was attracted, at some parts, yes, physical attraction, but he more just liked having Martha around, someone who cared and invested their time in him. Man, so after watching the first 2 episodes, I'm like, yeah, this is going somewhere. This is pretty good. So we're suggesting it to our friends, like, hey, yeah, you haven't seen Baby Reindeer, you like thrillers, kind of true, real crime stuff, definitely check out Baby Reindeer. Then we get to episode 4. And episode 4 is, it is a doozy. Episode 4, Donnie has reported Martha to the police. So at the beginning of the show, it shows you him going to report her. That's episode 1. And then you just kind of see the craziness unfold to where episode 4 is kind of back to where episode 1 starts, which is him at the police station saying, I got a stalker. You gotta do something. Triggers the memory of a traumatic experience, though, that he's had with a man, Darian, who he met at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival years before. That's the premise of this entire episode. It is the longest episode in the series, and it's so off its rocker crazy. Like one of those where I couldn't believe Netflix even agreed to take this series on. Like this has HBO written all over it. It's raw. I'm not usually one that needs to fast forward scenes. Me and him watching this, and we were like, I don't think I can take the emotional experience anymore of what's going on. Yes, it was a hard episode to watch. Made you feel weird, but that was definitely the point of it, and it was brilliantly written for that reason. So hard, and that's what this traumatic experience is trying to portray in a show is like this is kind of what I was going through, why I agreed to some of these things, the approval I was looking for on Richard's end. So yeah, as messed up as it was almost necessary for you to relate with that character, for you to be like, I get why you're interested in Martha, or why you're okay with these crazy situations. Like, you love the drama. And when you don't have it, you go crazy OCD and obsess over other things that are, probably not even great for you. The theme of the show was really good. After watching episode 4, I was like, I probably shouldn't be running around suggesting this show to people. But now that I've watched all the episodes and seen everything, and I'm trying to go spoiler free here, it's worth a watch. It was very good. It hits you on all the emotional levels. So with that, like and subscribe. Love you. Proud of you. Peace.